Hello everyone, it is Vitsu here. Welcome to another bootleg figure review. This time to close finally the Nekopara bootleg series. We have the last figure. Last but not least, so we got Chocola here today. It is a 1/4 figure. It is a bootleg as mentioned. The original one was made by Binding. This one, we don't know who made it. I speculate that it could have been Xinsao, so as the case with our bootleg Coconut and also Azuki, but I'm not really sure since Chocola and Vanilla quite differ in quality, especially compared to the other two girls that I just showed you on this channel. We don't have still Maple, and we still don't have Cinnamon. Maybe one day, who knows, we will see. For this one, she pretty much, straight from looking at her, you can say, well, she's a bootleg, and you are right. As mentioned also in the previous video, I just said that Chocola has probably the most disappointing quality of all of them. And that's true. It's quite disappointing. I think so that Vanilla and Chocola were the first one to be made as bootlegs. And with the next ones, they just kind of solved a few issues with them, since they are, well, better made than these girls. So, what other things can you use to say that she's a bootleg? First, let's go to the simple rules or simple things you can notice on spot, and then to the details. First one, a prune. Again, it's very thin. So the original ones have quite thick a prune. Also, a quick look on her face. Yes, something is wrong. Something is really bad. Something happened. We don't know what happened, but something happened. It's very yellowish. And it simply looks really bad. Once you saw the original figure and you see her face or this face, you know that something is not really alright. So yeah, and also one more additional detail to say whether she's a bootleg or not before we go to more details. It's the, not the panties, but the pillow that she's sitting on. Yay, the original one should be let's say in a different shade of pink. It should be, let's say, so like light, delicate pink, not very aggressive one like here. So yeah, if you want to say whether she's bootleg or not, these are the points you need to look for really quickly. So now to the details. Let's go here. Let's start with her not so perfectly looking face. Yes, you can see that her face is more yellow. At least her skin tone is more yellow than in the original one. The original one has it... Why the light is looking so... Oh, now. That her skin tone is a bit more yellow than it should be. That her face are kind of like too close. She has no blush. And it leaves you with this kind of, let's say, so empty expression face with nothing. The same goes to her mouth. It's also not really good looking. It's just like a pink shade. And that's pretty much it. There's just really nothing to it. I'll try to show you at the same time a photo of the original one, the original face, so that you can simply say, okay, the original one looks way better. The same goes with her shading. The shading of the hair, they try to do somewhat of shading, something of similar to shading, but they use just darker brown color when the original one had simply, let's say, so like light colored French, especially so that it would give some kind of texture and more life. Here we have nothing, really nothing. We got this fuzzy little pieces from her cat ears. This one looks really okay. Also the made part looks quite okay. You can see it's not really well made, painted or anything. Same goes to her hair. Like you can see that one of the problems that this bootleg has was placing the hair. I tried to not really pull too much, but here you can see that they don't really fit. The same goes to the ribbons, that they don't really good. They are not really good looking. You can also see hair from this side. I mean, they did some kind of, let's say, so sculpting here. Maybe they tried at least, so to say. Like you can see that the back of her head looks quite okay. There is some shading. Something was done. The ponytails don't really look that good, but they look somehow similar. Also, next big disadvantage of this figure. If you have the original one, you know that without the pillow, she's able to stand. So the ponytails somehow function as additional weight balance. So they balance the weight. With this one, they don't do it. They are very light, easily to damage. I think so that if you saw the one with vanilla, this part actually was broken here. It's very delicate. It's easy to break it. So I wouldn't suggest moving her around too much. Apart from that, we got here a zipper. We got a little bow here. As in the original one, they pretty much kept the details, I think, quite well. Also, the same problem, I think, so that I will just put her this way so that she's facing us, and also her back is a little bit next to the wall, so that she stands properly, correctly. That's also another problem. As mentioned, there is no weight balance, and since the problem with the pillow still remains, so the pillow is not really that, how to say it, it's very soft. So instead of sitting on it, she's just falling, getting sucked inside of that pillow. And yeah, this one has the most problem when it comes to balance. I think so Vanilla had some problems with placement, but if you placed her correctly on that pillow, it was okay. With this one, it's a hard game this way. Next thing, because we moved to her face, now let's move here. She got the same pose, so also these hands look like she's trying to hug you. You can you got also the additional pair of pants, so you can place them somewhere. You don't really get the postcard as with bootlegs. I would say it's pretty rare to get the postcard with them, but from what I know, it's kind of changing. So the bootlegs right now got trickier. So with some of them, you can get a card, like a small art with them. I mean, it's kind of crazy, for sure. So you got the name tag, adorable. You got also the bell that has the right color, as the same with Vanilla. She got a gold one, and Chocola has a silver one. You get the little bows, you get the stripes on her maid suit, you get the apron that is not really well made. You have the beautiful hands that also her nails are painted. I mean, it's such a small detail, but it looks way better when you have it. I mean, you somehow like appreciate it in the bootlegs that they have it. The same with the hands. I mean, her hands also look a little bit, when you look at her face and you look at her hands, you can see that the color is not really matching. Yep. About her hands, they are detachable, so you put clothes on her like to any other Nekopara figure. So you get her, you have the clothes. You need to put them on exactly as in the case of the original ones. You just have to dismember the figure and then put the clothes simply. What else about it? Something that I notice is that you don't really get any mismatchings of the colors. So when you put the clothes on and you remove them, in case of bootlegs, these figures don't really get stains. At least the Nekopara ones, okay? At least these ones, they don't really have the stains from the clothes or anything. So it's pretty okay, I would say, in that case. She also got the fishnets as well, as in the original one. I know that the art that they used for this figure has not even fishnets, but some kind of like stockings. It's a different material, but in the figure they decided to use fishnets, and the bootleg factory said, okay, let's do fishnets as well. And they did pretty much the same. About the pants, yes, you can, if you want to put them on, there is a clip, like in the original one. You have a small clip that lets you to put them on. I think so that with this one, can I show it? I mean, sneakily. You can see it right now, I think so. That they don't fit. Like, you just cannot close it. That's the case of the bootleg, and also that's why I tried to hide this part at the same time. You cannot close it. I tried to use the method with hot water, as they suggest with the original ones. So you put them in hot water for a second. I mean, for a little bit longer so that the plastic gets more flexible and hotter, and then you can close them. It does not work with bootlegs, I think so. I tried it. It doesn't work. Next thing, she got the tail, yes, and that's pretty much about it. It's not really as failing out as in the case of Vanilla, so that's good. Next thing, her shoes, since I'm sneakily pointing here. The original one has them more pink, and here they seem to be... No, wait a minute. The original one has them more red. The original one has red shoes. Bootleg has dark pink shoes. Now I think so, I nailed it. Really, they are pink, quite. They are not shiny, and the original one has shiny high heels. This one not. As you know, you will have the little paw here. Yeah, the little paw here, the logo of the series as well. The fishnets looks quite okay. They are not damaged in any way, so that's a good point, at least in case of that bootleg. The apron is also connected at the back. As you saw, the bow kind of hides the connection, so the way how you just place it. And I mean, that would be it. I think so. I really mentioned probably every detail of this figure, and I just showed you everything. You can see that she is not really now standing well. Something about her. I got her really some time ago. I think so, long time ago. And at that time I was really happy with just having her, because there was no option for me to obtain the original one. It was just way out of my league financially. So I got this one at that time, and I was pretty happy with it. I'm still happy with her, yeah. I mean, she's not really that terrible, although I would say that she has many flaws, and I'm kind of still skeptical about it. I mean, in this case, if I had the resources and the possibility, I would buy the original one, at least with this bootleg. So it's not perfect. It's quite okay. I would say with this one, the quality is quite okay. it's accurate to the price. Or this way, with Azuki and Coconut, it was far above the price. With this one, you just get what you pay for, pretty much, this rule. It's not terrible if you want to have cool figure, I mean, and you don't have money for that, you can get it pretty much easily. So yeah, that's how she looks like. She's still in my collection. She's still next to the other girls. And with this part, we would finish the Nekopara series, at least for now. And next time we'll just get another figure. But we'll see which one. So stay tuned and see you soon. Let me know what you think about this figure. Bye!